Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Special Hobby. It is made in 1/72 scale and it copies FH-1 Phantom. This time whole boxing is named as a Marine's first jet, so that's already a third boxing of this plastic, which was originally introduced in 2017 as you remember. And we reviewed previous boxings as well, so if you are interested you can find video reviews on our YouTube channel as well. This fresh release should be already available on official manufacturer website, so it means on Special Hobby website, and you can order it straight away, but we have here the commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video. So first of all, box size is typical for this kit, for this brand I would say, so if you get 1/72 scale kit, you can be sure that it will be this size of the box. We have quite nice box art, and just like in the previous video review, I can say that it would be cool to have it as a separate poster, which can be bought separately. Next, here on the side we have some information about the kit, also address of the manufacturer, and the same on the other side. As you can see, it's also written that it's limited edition. I'm not sure why it is limited, but well, it is written so. This is a top opening box, so just give me a second to open it, because it's a bit of a tight fit. And meanwhile, let me remind you that you can support us by pressing donate button on our website. It is quite easy because it's done via PayPal, and of course you will be the one who will decide how much we will get, and be sure that all this money will be used in order to improve photo and video quality of our reviews. Here you can see what we have inside, so it is basically assembly manual on the bottom, and we have all plastic frames packed into the same plastic bag. We are going to start with plastic obviously, and then we will move on to the assembly manual. So let's open this bag. It's a resealable plastic bag, so you can use it later. Maybe you can use it during the build of this model, because you will have to store the parts somewhere. And I would like to start with this plastic bag. Here we have clear parts on the small sprue. Straight away I can say that there are no masks included, so if you want to have a easy breeze through the assembly process, you will have to find the aftermarket set of the masks. I think Edward produces one, so you can just go to their website and order it straight away. Here you can see all the parts, molding quality looks fine. Of course we have two-piece assembly so that you can open cockpit on your model. Even though this is a 1/72 scale kit, still you are given such possibility, and it would be really cool to have a model with open cockpit. Next we have first gray plastic sprue. This one is dedicated to fuselage halves, so let's zoom out a bit, and now you should be able to see it. So both halves are molded together with tail segment and with rudder. Nose cone is also in place, which is not that cool because you will have to deal with seams in this area. We can zoom in a bit more, by the way. Of course, here we have typical external detailing. These are recessed panel lines and riveting. Here we have also some external elements. Tail wings are molded as one-piece parts together with elevators. And if we flip it over, here you can see some minor cockpit detailing, but it will be enhanced with separately molded parts, which is really cool, I would think, because you can vary it. Maybe you'll buy some PE aftermarket which can be installed instead of plastic. Another nice feature is that we have guiding pins inside, so it should make assembly process easier and faster in my opinion. Next we have second gray plastic sprue. This one is full of various small elements for external and internal detailing. For example, here you can see main landing gear wheels, an instrument panel here. We also have some other cockpit parts, engine parts, and everything looks fine. We can zoom in even more so that you can see all those parts in detail. I don't see any possible issue with those parts. There is no flash or any other possible molding damage, so I think it should be relatively easy to combine all of them together and have the aircraft ready to be painted. And attachment points are thin enough in order to use the plastic cutters, so it will be up to you whether to use the plastic cutters or to use the plastic saw. Third and the final grey plastic frame is dedicated to wing parts. Here we have quite typical parts division, 2 top halves and 1 bottom. Ailerons and flaps are pre-molded. We have also separate air intake sections, which is really cool because you won't have any gaps and seams in this area. You just install the separate pieces and you're good to go. And here from the other side you can notice that manufacturer decided to place minor wheel wells detailing on the top halves. We also have here some push rods marks, but it's not serious because it will be hidden inside. And we also have the guiding pins on the wing edges, which will help you with alignment. Okay. Next we have this plastic bag. Here manufacturer packed decals sheet, and there is no mention where decals were printed. And by the way, from the other side of decals sheet we have another nice small bonus. I would like to start with it. Here we have small PE thread, which will be used for the cockpit detailing. It is unpainted, as you can see. Here we have seat belts, so you just apply it in the cockpit and you have a bit more detailed pilot workspace. Next we have decal sheet. As I said before, we do not have any mention of where it was printed, but printing quality seems to be fine. We also have these anti-slip areas, which are usually painted over the model. Also some decals are designated for use with instrument panel, so at least something will be detailed in the cockpit. Combine it together with PE parts and you might get really nice result out of the box without any extra additions. Okay, and last but not the least is this thing. Let's zoom out a bit. Now you should be able to see it. So here we have the assembly manual, obviously. On the first page we have 2 history notes, English and Czech. Next we have parts map, paint chart here in Gunze designations, and also symbols which are used throughout this manual. Everything starts with instrument panel. Here you can see the decals application process. Those are PE seat belts, as you remember. Then we have cockpit floor and combining all together various separate elements. Here we have engine parts which are installed on both sides of the aircraft. Well, basically they will be inserted into the wings as well. And here we have the wheel wells assembly on the lower wing half and then joining wing halves together. Next we continue with installation of those front sections of the air intakes. As you remember, they are separate on this model. Next we have landing gear doors and landing gear legs. Here, for example, we work on the nose, I would say, section of the landing gear system. Here we work on the main landing gear legs, which will have to be combined with PE parts, which is quite surprising in my opinion. Here you can see the alignment guide, let's say, because this aircraft had quite interesting alignment of wings and tail wing. Next we continue with this special dome for the equipment, various external equipment. Now we also installed the canopy parts here, and note that side view mirrors, they will be replicated with PE parts, which is really cool because it will be more up to scale, unlike the antennas here. So for antennas I would check them if they are convincing in appearance. Maybe not, then it's better to replace them with some metal counterpart. And the same can be said about this pitot tube. Here we have first marking option. This is aircraft from 1947-1949. Of course it is finished in the glossy sea blue. Here we have the same colored aircraft. One comes from it's written here that it comes from US Marines, but the year 1947. Here we have 1949. Next we continue with another aircraft from 1947, so 4 marking options in total. This is a stencils application guide, and note that you can also buy separate resin wheel set for fine detailing of this model. Even though this is a 1/72 scale kit, still such upgrade should be noticeable on the jet fighter aircraft. Here we have also advertisement for other kits in 1/72 scale. Some of them were reviewed in our YouTube channel, so you can find it easily just by typing, for example, vampire with Pinocchio nose. And here on the last page we have several vegans which were also reviewed in our YouTube channel. I really recommend to check this review as well, because this vegan kit is completely new and it's quite cool for the given scale. So, as I said before, new Marines boxing of the FH-1 Phantom should be already available on Special Hobby website. I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button because it will help us greatly. You can also press the subscribe button somewhere here because it will notify you about any fresh video releases. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye!